Hey guys, Mike here. Just wanted to do a quick video tonight. I'm really tired, so who knows what I'm going to wind up saying tonight, but it's getting pretty late. Some of those weeks I've just been running around like crazy and haven't had much sleep. We've got some rental properties up in York, Pennsylvania, and we were up there over the weekend working, so I'm tired. I'm getting old and beat up, so I can't do half what I used to without having to take 3 days to recover. But anyway, figured I'd make a video here. Let's see, where did we leave off? What I'm going to show you is our sales from last week, and a good number of these items will be what I sold from, let me take a step back here. There was an auction a few weeks ago, spent, if I remember correctly, around $1,400. 11 or 1200 came in on the first auction that I did on those items, and here's the second round here. I'll show you some items. A lot of it's, well, not a lot, but a few of the things aren't from it. Let's see, the earrings, Gary the Gadget's not from it. This is here. It was that Matchbox McDonald's, I don't know if you call it premium or store display, I guess it is what it was. It went for 112 bucks. I was actually kind of disappointed in that. I thought maybe I'd be a real home run and I'd get more than that, but I paid 35 I think for it, something like that, so it's not too bad. Gary the Gadget and some jewelry weren't part of it. The books, I spent 30 some dollars on a whole table, a lot of books, and as usual I did pretty good on those. Maybe altogether I bet I did 2, 3, maybe if I was really lucky 400 total. I'm not really sure, but did very well considering I paid 30 bucks. But I hate books. They're just so darn heavy, and kind of a pain to deal with. You wind up with a table lot of 200 books and you wind up with 50 to sell. It takes a lot of time and energy to go through them, break your back hauling them around. I sent most of them to an auction this past weekend. So this coming Friday, or no, the Friday after next, I'll have a bunch of my stuff at a local auction that didn't sell on eBay. I guess I'll do a separate video on that. But yeah, so these books, 10 bucks for that one, 12 for that lot. That wizard, and these things were out of store inventory. Little duck, 4 bucks. I've been selling the heck out of these Gary the Gadget things for 7 bucks, but free shipping, so I'm only making like 4 bucks. But I got tons of those off of Disney.com for I think $1 a piece, maybe 2 a piece. Originally thought they'd be a home run on Amazon and was completely wrong about that, man. The prices on those drove down really far because a lot of people had the same idea I did. But this was a while back, so I guess I held on to them just long enough where inventory's dried up a little bit on eBay, and I'm finally starting to sell these. I'm probably selling, I've been, man, 2 or 3 a week. I got a few boxes of them, so not making any great money, but still coming in. All this jewelry is just store stuff. Looks like another book there, 8 bucks. Good grief, get into some of the stuff that actually came from the auction. That clown, tin wind up clown did. These models I got at the auction, I think I paid 10 bucks a piece for those, so I got 20 bucks into it, made 35, so nothing special there. Here's some books, a nice lot of books, 53 bucks there. So just that lot right there paid for, my whole book expenditure, including fees and commissions and everything. Let's see here, these 10 toys here were from the same auction, got in 80 bucks on that. Let's see here, these robots were from that auction, 18 bucks. These models were 18 bucks. That robot, all this stuff is here. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because it's probably bore you to tears, and there's really nothing special here. Model, 35 bucks there. I can't remember what I paid for that, but I think I paid a lot, like 20, 25 bucks, so the models were kind of a bust. I made a little money, but, kind of nothing much. More books I sold, a little advertising piece there. Yeah, all these books, probably, the books did one of the best selling things. I mean, 5, 15, 6. And again, I paid next to nothing for all these. So that's pretty cool. Oh, the Zathura thing finally sold, and I didn't get nearly as much as I thought. I was hoping for over 200. Wound up at 170. Oh well. Still made money on it. Let's see, what was this? Another model, 20 bucks. More books. Yeah, I guess the more I look through this, the more I realize the books did really well for us. There's another Gary the Gadget. That's silly. This thing's selling. Yep, 10 bucks for these 10 toys, which are all China made, but I got those dirt cheap because nobody's interested in the Chinese toys. This is an interesting one here. It's a little girl riding a duck, or a goose, I guess it is. And I had a lady 2 days into the auction send me an email and offer me 50 bucks if I ended it, and I followed my policy of never ending an auction early, and it cost me on that one. She got it for 25 bucks instead of 50. Let's see, Snoopy thing, 20 bucks, more books. Let's see here, another little robot, 7 bucks. Little black Americana thing, 10 bucks. Now let me zoom through this. That's just more store inventory that blew out. Another Gary the Gadget. Is that it? No, that's it. But yeah, 169 or 1169, but more like probably 1,050. I think I calculated that already, about 1,050 minus all the regular store inventory that sold. So I'm at about 2,200, I think, on my $1,400 investment. You know, honestly, kind of disappointing, but it's kind of been the way it's been for me the last few months. No home runs. I've just been kind of, you know, spend 1,000, you know, maybe double it or close to it. But I still have all those chain banks. I have a bunch. Oh, you know, I actually do have some other stuff. A lot of this here, not a lot, but these globes and those Santa globes, and also this globe right here. The chain, I've got like, out of the 33 I think I had in the lot, I pulled out about 20, I think, that were just really, really good shape. So if I get 10 bucks a piece there, there's another 200 I can throw on top of that. So I might make 1,000 bucks off that auction. Nothing special considering the money I spent, but oh well. And last auction, I'll give you an update tomorrow. I have another auction ending tonight that I put up last Tuesday from the last auction I went to, which I spent like 450 bucks. It's up to around 400 tonight. It's ending tomorrow, so I might, you know, hopefully between 400 and 500 I'll make all my money back at least. Well, hopefully I'll do more than that. And then I still have all these figures back here from that auction. That Ladro, I think it's pronounced. There's a cat in there. It should be about 60 bucks. And all these train magazines, all these RC Modeler magazines, RCM, I got them for 5 bucks, a whole table lot. And I'm looking at each lot of 12 for each year that's represented here. I have about 20 lots to go up, and I should get closer to 10, probably around 10 bucks. There's some ones from the 70s I might get 20, but for the most part 10, 11, 12 bucks per lot. So at 20 of them, yeah, that's another 200 or 300 bucks. So I should do pretty well on my kind of smaller investment this time. So that's about it, I guess. Like I said, I'm tired and kind of rambling. I just was determined to get a video up tonight. Oh, while I'm at it, I probably ought to mention, you know, I did that video a few days, last week, I guess, about the CDs and showing you the shelving that I got up there. And Paul was asking how much I'm making. And, you know, really not much right now. I originally had about 600 CDs up there, and I was making a couple hundred a month, basically. I have a hard time remembering. I have to check my stats. But, and then I found another lot of 800 CDs. Basically, I doubled my inventory, and right now I'm making between 300 and 500 a month. So it's starting to scale. But I wanted to be clear on one thing. Please don't take my CD selling right now as an endorsement to do this on Amazon, because really for me it's an experiment that's unfolding. You know, I realized that I was selling some CDs, and on Amazon they're super easy to list, super easy to pack, and so at a, you know, 30 to 50 cent investment a piece, there's a real high margin on them for me, and I was starting to make some money. And just, this is all kind of a grand experiment to see if it scales. You know, if I can make, you know, a couple $100 a month off of whatever 5, 6, 7, 800 CDs I had. You know, could I make you know, a couple thousand a month if I had 5, 6, 7,000 CDs? So I'm just kind of moving in that direction and seeing if it scales and if it's worthwhile doing. You know, I may find a year from now I may make a video saying that, you know, selling CDs really sucks and don't bother. So I just wanted to be upfront about that. I'm not claiming to make a lot of money, and I'm not endorsing it right now. This is just sort of an experiment to see if it's a profitable direction to go in. And if it is, awesome. If not, well, I guess I'll go in another direction with that. But I do love them, man. They're so easy to pack and ship and everything else. It's kind of cool, and they're super easy to store. You know, what else could you store a few thousand of in the corner of your basement? So, well, I'm rambling now, I guess. Take care, everybody. Please rate, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Take care. Bye.